It's time for Power Hour.
And as time spreads open, ooh, like a seed. Na-na. My pillow knows how much I long to kiss you. Come back to me. And as time spreads open, every day I think on you and miss you. Come back to me.
Hello, traders. I hope you had a good weekend. Hopefully I'm coming in loud and clear. And here is Bitcoin on the 3-day. And once again, another test and buyers defending. And that's really good, because if you look at the 4-hour here, it just to me looks like a confirmation low. It is confirmed that the old resistance support from history is now support. First time, all right, maybe that's it. Second time, it's confirmed. So on the second low, more buyers normally come in than the first time, because it's lower risk technically when that second pivot occurs. So, but you know, again, like, who knows how much follow through there's going to be, but my God, if you can't be optimistic about that for the whole crypto space, it's incredible. Let me show you here the 3-day. Look at this, man. Look, resistance, 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 support. And when it was real, man, again, 69K. And the last time this level had correlation with price, a formal bearish back test before collapsing to the next level, the next zone. But here we are doing the absolute most ideal thing you could ever dream of if you're looking at this 4-hour time scale. I mean, if this plays out, if this is real, we're going to the highest highs in 18 months. If it's real, if there's follow through and it's not fake bullcrap, which it always can be, but I'm just saying, right? This is what stuff looks like before way higher prices if it's not a fake out. Bitcoin's up 3% today, $1,300. What a comeback from yesterday. Let's go to the daily. And then it starts becoming a little bit more visible to see like a low than a second low. Major bullish engulfing candle confirmed in less than 1 hour. We are in power hour. The last 60 minutes before the daily candle close. We got the 12 hours probably impeccable. Oh yeah, I mean, my God, it's visible on a very significant, pretty freaking significant time scale. 1 12-hour candle too, which will also be in less than an hour, a bullish engulfing candle above the levels. So, wow. Gotta love it. Thank you. I agree. No cap. All right. We can go to Bitcoin dominance to see. Remember, there was some bearish divergence on the RSI, but we know how overwhelmingly bullish the trend is. So it's like that bearish variable might very well not have much reliability. And guess what? The reliability was the pullback only for the highest low we've seen in years. This is the highest low potentially of the long established uptrend. Really started with that first higher low in November 2022. So over a year uptrend on Bitcoin dominance.
I wanted to apologize for it snow there in South Florida. Obviously, I ate all the oranges, so there's no more reason for the sun to shine.
You ate all the oranges. Thank you, Bat Trump. Appreciate that, and fantastic artwork. You've outdone yourself again. It's already the banner on the Discord. Thank you, dude. Amazing job. Love it, man. Your creativity is out of this world. If you want to know what I'm talking about, see if I can pull it up. It's just, again, Batson once every now and then will bless us with his graphical genius. Wow, look at this thing, man. Look at that. So I think that's Matthew McConaughey. Is it Matthew McConaughey? All right, we got Batman. We got the antlers for the deer. What's the deer? I see Godzilla, and I see a moth butterfly, and then some Sith Empire logos. T7, of course. The bullish shark pattern being wielded by Matthew McConaughey's Santa Claus, Jesus man. Yeah, and then some that's bullish bat Gartley's up here. Beautiful, man. I mean, like, who can do this? Who does this? Him and Black Plasma, the only ones in the community with the capability of doing this outside of Chaylin. I mean, incredible. Good job, man. Appreciate it.
Hype in the chat!
Or is it quiet on my side? I hear everything good. Okay, so Bitcoin dominance having a good day today, up almost 1%, and you're working on the highest daily candle close since the 9th. So it could just be the highest low, and then before the highest low, the highest high. So business continuing on as usual. This over 1 year uptrend, higher highs, higher lows consecutively. Looks like diehard Bruce Willis. It's so hard to tell. I mean, it looks like Matthew McConaughey and Interstellar like freaking out too, you know? Maybe it is. I would imagine maybe it's Die Hard because it's a Christmas movie. So Chris, man. Okay, so we can move on. Let's look at Ethereum to Bitcoin. Why not, man? You know, let's make a little, we had a weekend and let's check it out. Gah! Sorry, dude. Loser until further notice. Will continue to underperform and be a massive loser until these buyers recapture 5.6 million sats, Satoshi, and then they backtest it formally as support. You are in Wyckoff distribution phase E until the false bearish breakdown happens. It hasn't happened. There hasn't really been follow through of, you know, from the sellers yet, but you think, I mean, it's so real. How many times we see how price action correlates to ice lines. It has a huge part of like if we're to take action or not. That's how those are technical indicators that are very reliable. And so far, all you've got is it is confirmed. The bottom of the trading range is no longer support. It is confirmed resistance. And there's no argument from any Ethereum Moonboy until it changes. Okay?
My second target
Don't
on
be
coin
fooled.
was 150-ish. I then set my stop loss at around 147 and was hit this morning. What's the best way to target my stop loss next time? Thanks.
It's tough, man. I mean, like sometimes all you can, in a situation like that, a 10% trailing stop loss, one way to look at it, you probably wouldn't have gotten stopped out with a 10% trailing stop loss. The thing is about it, like you can't strategize on Coinbase for stop losses because there's no support resistance besides 150 until wherever we were 70% ago. So again, like maybe like default, all one can do in those weird situations where there's just a lack of, you know, ice lines looking left from history. You just got to be like 10% trailing stop where, you know, as the price moves up, so does the stop loss. And if it is that 10%, well, you know, you were in the money and things just got a little too crazy. Just one way to look at it. That's normally traditional stocks. That's like a decent method, but crypto can be a way more volatile. You know, Coinbase could be down 10%. What about 15% trailing stop? Sometimes there's no other way because there's no support looking left. Does that make sense? Okay, sorry about Ethereum to Bitcoin looking completely terrible today. Like, oh my God, looks like, wow, we're getting closer and closer to some resolution here where the markdown begins, because that's what happens in phase E. You don't take my word for it. Don't take my word for it. Why don't we just... All right, calm down. Here we are. I mean, if not this one up thrust after distribution above the top of the trading range, right? The up thrust. And this also, you see this red vertical line here. That is so wild. That is the day, the formal day that Vitalik, the centralized man of this coin, switched from proof of work to proof of stake. It just happened to be the second highest level you'd seen in many, many years, and it's been number go down ever since. So that's why we have a red vertical line there. Okay, so what happens after the last points of supply? Well, you break that. You break the bottom of the trading range, as you can see, automatic rally. That is what makes you have the trading. See that right there, that move is the AR, the automatic rally. Okay, then the secondary test, sign of weakness. So look where this is where you are. You are literally right here on the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart. Like you're entering phase E with markdown with probably volume and follow through. You get me? So again, this isn't my opinion. This is like me following it by the book for a long time, right? You know that if you're in this community. So just understand, Ethereum to Bitcoin is looking like really bad. Okay, just letting you know. Sorry. We can go to Ethereum to the US dollar now. That you understand, like, just because Ethereum to Bitcoin will continue getting wrecked doesn't mean Ethereum to the US dollar can't continue higher. It will ride the coattails of Bitcoin's success, not performance. But here it is, just back testing the ascending triangle again. And what a resounding recovery off the lows. Ethereum from those lows is up about 5% today of a swing from the lows to the highest high. You're near the highest high of the day. So all is fine. You know, you got a lower high here, but as long as you keep making the same lows, you're fine, uptrending. So it's just things to think about. Like, do you want to own Ethereum to the US dollar knowing for a fact that Ethereum to Bitcoin's entering or is already in phase E and could be setting up for a massive markdown to Bitcoin? It would normally, like, you would think, like, just my opinion, like that would be okay. If I'm looking at that, I might want to own Bitcoin, or maybe an altcoin that looks favorable to Bitcoin, but I don't think many are, you know. Or you say, forget it, I've got a trading plan, I'm just sticking with it. You know, it might take a little longer for my asset to get there, you know, 2,400, 2,600, fine. Okay, you can do that too, man, if you really don't want to miss out, just in case there's a fake out. But just using the data we have at hand. Okay, so cool, dude. Maybe it's like confirming a bottom here on the 4 hour. It looks like it. Like kind of like one low, the second low here, kind of clearly from one low to the lower low, substantially lower levels of negative momentum. So you could be saying, hey, there's some bullish divergence kind of developing here. Same with the RSI. One low, then the lower low on price with the higher levels of relative strength. You got an argument for seller exhaustion on the 4 hour. And look at the 200 moving average being tested formally for the first time. Wow. Since October 21st. It's been a long time since we've seen this 200. But the buyers coming in to defend the, again, top of the ascending triangle. You just extend this out if you want to. You don't have to there. See? Hey, it's resistance, support. Confirmed support now. First time no one knows. Second time everyone knows. All right. Let's go to XRP, which, oh my God, dude, like whatever. Hey, they defended 58.5 cents again. All right. It could be one low, the second low. Very tough, man. Very, very tough. This is like hard mode. Swing trading this. There's just so many assets out there that just do better. I don't know. They're just not as choppy. Okay, that's it. Nice back test today again. All right, moving on to BNB. That, you know, just is still anything above 225 is actually maybe an area where you can strategize along, and then you don't take profit till 300 to 330. And if you want to play the momentum shifting structure and the spring back test, you still got a window to take a shot before it's gone. If it's going to play out, you've got limited time here. Look at the 200-day simple moving average, and then remember I think what we got going on is the golden cross. December 11th, just about a week ago. The daily golden cross, which again is meaningless, should never be, you shouldn't be like taking action ever just based on a golden cross. It's such a lagging indicator. But if you have the leading indicators, all the things we look for, and then you have the bonus point, the bonus golden cross, that's like literally, all right, you've already baked the cake, it's come out, it's wonderful, and you got the icing on it. Fine, you can sprinkle some cinnamon or something on there. That would be the golden cross. It's like a very ancillary ingredient that would only maybe enhance the cake. Marginally better cake now because of golden cross. Not going to make it or break it. Okay, so they're your big four. Let us continue onward. Well, you know what? Before we even look at the SPY, we got to look at Coinbase, man, because look at the thumbnail of the stream. You know, Brian Armstrong is the king, and what a freaking day. What a recovery. He's like, I got stopped out at 147. Again, like, if you have a stop loss at 147, there's no strategy behind it. If you look left, you understand there's nothing here. There's no way to strategize a stop loss with ice lines until 116, 114. You know, and then that's kind of dubious. I mean, like the real the next big level, it's 83, 150, and then 205. That's it. So, again, all you can do is a trailing stop loss. Someone could probably have a better strategy than that. There's just not much else to do. Trailing stops for situations like this. Okay. But hey, guess what, man? You know, this thing is up 70% since early November, and it's a dream because this was one of the best looking assets on the entire stock market. And it's performing exactly how it developed. Wonderful, man. The rule of three, reaccumulation, recapturing 83. The third, it just, and then hidden bullish divergence on the weekly. Was this just, it's a work of art. Literally should be in a textbook one day. So again, if this is a real breakout, which you just never know after such an insane run like that, if it's real and it's just going to run to the next level, it's very easy to target for 200, 205. Next overhead resistance. And it was a valley in 2021. That's it. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. That's it. It's all, so history tells you virtually every single time, you know, the price is above or below 205. It's an up and down situation. So I would think, okay, that means like, you wouldn't even believe it, like 30% more upside maybe. I think 32, 35% more upside. There you go, man. And then we look at, before we go to the index, let's look at the Bitcoin miners. Unreal, man. Like, wow, you gotta freaking love it. Let's just look at the top of them, the SDIG, which is a trade setup, a bread and butter, easy trade setup. You're trading a range, right? You buy low, sell high. Entry was right, you know, I think late November, just when the buyers recaptured that December 28th, 29th low, and you're just letting this thing ride. Up after hours, almost 2% as well. I mean, the target's 770, 922. Who knows, man? Like, it could be doing something way more significant than just a range trade. If it could break out, like up accumulation maybe, and you just don't, like, my God, $32 at one point. It was there. I mean, there's just not many levels. You know, you start breaking 12 bucks. Overhead resistance wise, there's one, it's 32 bucks. So let's look at Marathon, Unreal. 20-month highs. Incredible. Highest levels since April 20th, 2022. $20. 20-month highs.
Is that a joint? Is that a joint? Is that a joint?
It's like 3 joints. Oh my God, all the 20s. Wow. All the 2s and 0s. So this is like an inflection zone to a degree. You can see here, like you go back to the swing low from 2012, 2015. I think even again or anymore. No, that's it. You can clearly see like what will happen based on history if buyers are able to take out $21. It's going to be a pretty smooth ride to $31 because historical price action above $20 equals up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. It's almost certain. Like if you go by historical price action, it's almost certain the target's $31, but they haven't broken the level yet. So you've just broken into the inflection zone between 1950 and 2112. So just something this is incredible. It was just the weekly, holy grail weekly, inverse head and shoulders with a right shoulder that is higher than the left shoulder, representing strength, like a stronger inverse head and shoulders. Right? So much demand that the sellers are unable to push the price to rival the left shoulder. That's a sign of strength, in my opinion. So it's good start. and very close to another major breakout. So gotta love it, man. It's the marathon. Fantastic, dude. And then you could have like, all right, we could mark it on the daily, something like this. The next zone, if you ever broke 34.28, you're looking at the next target zone for $53 to $56. There you have it, man. It's all laid out for you. Beautiful. Hidden bullish divergence, dude, on the right shoulder. Hidden bullish divergence on the third valley. The Wombo combo. All right, Riot. The lovely higher low. Lovely spring back test. Look, the level from 2012, 13, and 14. Okay, look what they did. They broke it. They tested it. What a rally. But then you got a second test. Liquidity grab, falling just below it. But then, you know, on the daily, I think we've seen it. Like yeah, look at this. Just fantastic. Recapturing the level and confirming it. So this is like literally what Bitcoin's trying to do right now. The same type of behavior to a key level, right? You can see it, like 40,665. We know how real it is. Like one time, the second time. Well, look what happened on right. The first time, the second time. And look at you now. Highest daily candle close since August 8th. And you're approaching, I think, an inflection point, a swing low from 2021. And then a swing high from 2015. Yeah, and it's going to be kind of like a little zone there. Yeah, let's mark it. Like that peak from 2012. Sorry, there we go. There you have it. All right. So yeah, you're approaching a level here. If you break that, serious consequences, but love how it is, man. Like a 98% retrace from the previous cycle's low to high. The lower low. Just don't forget, man, the lower low double bottom. This is why you gotta, there's some of these altcoins doing this, and they're probably like right here right now. They haven't done any of the big moves up since then. But you gotta admire when the buyers recaptured the key $6, $5 level once and twice. They confirmed it, just like we're trying to, like we're witnessing on Bitcoin right now. It's beautiful. So, okay. Hive. Yeah, I mean, waiting for 474 probably. Yeah, you probably got like 420. But yeah, I think it's really not even much. Like overhead resistance. Dude, I'm thinking 685. Like 474, I don't even know why. It might be a weekly candle close or something, but on the daily, yeah, above 420, it's 685. I think there's serious upside potential here, man, just like on Marathon. Okay, 685 from here. So not doubling, but we're up there. You know, that's like you got 73 to 75% upside on Hive, as long as buyers can keep the price above 279. They tested once and then twice, so it is confirmed. What was once an old support resistance from history is support again. That's a form of confirmation, and it increases the probability of a move upward, not down. Just saying. So. And then you have Hut. I think Hut had that split and it screwed all my work up. Look at this, man. Look at the swing highs. It went down and it tested again just a few days ago, $8. Yeah, it's like a dragon pattern. It's like a bullish dragon. You're breaking it, and you know how you target for the dragon. I think you can go 618, 786. I mean 1711 and $20. That's your target zone up there for this dragon.
Can you look at $LV? Been a shit show since I got in LOL.
Yeah.
Also seeing a potential death cross on the 4 hours.
Not really, but you do certainly have hidden bullish divergence. I just think like one low and then the second low here. It's like a bottom. Yeah. So again, 17 to $20 from here on Hut eventually, as long as $8 stays defended by the buyers. What's up, Nick? Death crosses on the 4 hour are meaningless. They don't mean crap, to be real. it's not a death cross, right? A death cross is on the daily. If it's a 4-hour bearish crossover, the 50 bearishly crosses over the 200, it's like a injury cross. You don't die, you just get hurt, right? Because it's so insignificant of a time scale compared to the daily. Oh, the injury cross. Wah. Okay, you'll be fine, dude. A little rehab. You'll be good. All right, so that's like your crypto miners. We can go to the S&P 500 now. The Spider. I know the Nasdaq was working towards all-time highs. Look at this thing, just kind of rivaling. Well, it's 3 days, so. Yep, highest daily candle close on the S&P 500. Man, since like January 2022. Jesus chimes. 52-week highs. No, I take that back, man. It did not close higher than the close from December 14th, so but closed like right at it. I mean, it's the same. It virtually is, okay? But yeah, you are just frothy up there. Dow Jones, it hit all-time highs multiple times last week. If you see it here, it did make intraday all-time highs, and then closed about, flat, 0% up and down. So rivaled at the all-time high on the candle close. So, all-time highs. Dow Jones Industrial Average. Let's go, dude. We're going to do it, man. We're going to make it. NASDAQ. Look at this thing, man. We're getting there. Another run. Remember the 886, go the weekly, so we don't forget. 886, I think 15.5 is your target here. 15.4 for the overhead resistance from August 2021, the completion of the potential shark. And what a parabolic uptrend that's been going on since the bottom, 2009. The conclusion of the global financial crisis. We're making it, man. We're on the way. Some of these stocks doing very well, making all-time highs, 52-week highs, just booming while your purchasing power collapses. Don't forget it, man. IWM still at the very tip top of a trading range that the Russell 2000 has been confined in really since August 2022, over a year, trapped in a glass case of emotion. Top of the range. That's all I can tell you. That's where you are. You have not broken it. In fact, you haven't even tested the tip top. So there you go. Just rivaling the highs from July and February of this year. That's it. Okay. Just look at gold real quick, and then we'll get like 2 requests, so it's not a big deal. I'm not like falling behind or anything. So gold, just remember, this is all old all-time high. I mean, this is all-time highs. This is how close you are. The things I'm seeing, I just see the highest low of the entire uptrend going on. So, have your alert set up on gold, because when you start hearing, when you get a break at 2075 here, I think you've got an extremely high probability of 2200, the 1272 fib extension from this high to low here. That's your target. 1414 is 2258, 1618, 2350, and these are all extension targets. So I think it seems probable. And if that happens to gold, then silver will ride the coattails, and the accumulation structure will probably play out. Just slower going, man. Cool. All right, so what was it? You talked about coin. So, Chris, I think I already answered your request. Hopefully you get what I'm saying. See if he even responded. I don't know. He said thanks. All right, thank you, man. All right, ILV for Nick. Oh, we didn't look at turtle. I like turtles. Jonathan, how was your weekend? Did you do anything fun?
I like turtles.
All right, me too. We like turtles. What a recovery. What a bounce. 1.555. Repeating, of course. trillion. The hard target 1.72, 1.78 based on just historical price action. Overhead resistance is higher. So you'd imagine if Bitcoin confirms a bottom at 40,600, we understand how, and like the narrative of how it could play out to why, and easily we're getting 1.72. It would be Bitcoin, running the show and the altcoins riding the coattails. Whew. Okay. ILV, is it the S coin or the stock? Yeah, it looks like the S coin probably. Well, Larry, you're just not in a good spot for requesting it. What was it? What'd you say? Been an S show since you got in, seeing potential death cross the bar. Again, the death cross means nothing. Death cross on the bar. I don't even do that, man. Yeah, what got us death cross? Yeah, okay, whatever. There's some distribution, lower highs. Yeah, like round it out, but whatever. Like, what happens, right? People down here that entered reasonably on type 2 returns of formal M shapes or informal M shapes, they take profit up here. They just do. There's supply here. Limit sells, lots of it. People also go short up here. So you just have a congregation of market participants taking action, and a very mild pullback. And you are not above the, I don't know. I mean, there's that level. I don't care about the 4 hour really. Well, let's just try to look at this practically here. I got the candle high close from February. Duplicating raise there. So, but if you do plot right here, this swing low from July 2022, they're trying to defend that. Again, an asset like this, there's nothing you can really, not much you can do, because you're at resistance. You're pulling back some. It's just harder to strategize where the price is relative to ice lines, horizontal support resistances from history, which is what I call an ice line. It's a Wyckoffian term. Okay, so when I say that, it's just jargon for traditional technical analysis. All right, so buy low, sell high. If you were looking at it like this, this is high, this is low, this is high. When you're high, you can't. How do you strategize? What does strategizing a stop loss mean? It means like you are using a historical support resistance as a reason for why your stop loss is below it. Because historically, the level, you bounce at the level. And if your stop loss is somewhere below it, chances are it won't get triggered unless there's a major liquidity grab or a bearish breakdown, and then it invalidates your entire argument for being in the asset to be long on it. So I don't know. Like, I think like, a lot of these altcoins are at these levels, okay, across the market, the S coin market. And that's okay. What I'm liking is some of the strength we're seeing on some of these. FIL is a great example. Well, for now, it could fail or whatever, but you just
Can you ask my mom to let me come
interesting.
downstairs? I'm gonna get the money back. Thanks.
I don't know, man. Your mom makes her decisions the way she does, so you gotta talk. I'm not in this, man. Okay. Thank you, just saying. All right, so you see this level, the $5 level, was formally rebroken this weekend. Exceptional. And then, the pullback on Bitcoin, whatever. And then today draws down as low as 487, 488. But what it is, I mean, you're witnessing the potential for the first time too. You're like today, and not yesterday or the day before, no other days. Today, you're witnessing a formal flip of an area that was once support. Then it became support again. Then resistance. It's now flipping to support. If that doesn't make you optimistic, nothing will. This is a technical indicator, potential technical indicator ongoing right now as I'm speaking to you, or it happened earlier today. If this is real, because it could fail and you could draw down, whatever, fall back below $5. If it's real, buckle up, man. 650, back to where we were, 624, whatever. Then 758, the top of the harmonic. These are aggressive harmonic targets, 758, 950. These are the longer term targets, and they've been that way for months, a couple months anyway, since this bottomed out. Okay, so I think that's something to be really cognizant of. You got all these assets that are up, and then they're chopping around for the past month. But then some are doing stuff like this. I think H-bar did the same thing. Hasn't really gone anywhere much. H-bar, same thing. So it already happened, right? H-bar did the same thing that I just showed you on FIL a multitude of times. And this is kind of what Bitcoin's attempting to do right now on the floor. As you can see, they're trying to confirm it. They tried confirming it once and twice. Then you got this bonus high or low that really represented more than before strength. And look at you, you ran straight to the next level, man. It's incredible. But look, what File's doing now is what H-bar did back in late November at the beginning of December, right? The key level was re-regarded as support. That's what you want to see. So if FIL just follows H-bar, this would be one of the next things that happens, the next leg up. Not certain. It's just we're identifying price action at key inflection points. That's what most of this is about. Okay, yeah, pattern recognition, but again, price action is a huge part of taking longs and shorts. Local price action. Okay, do you get it? File, H-bar, they're doing things. I'm not really sure. I mean, there are other ones that are up substantially, like OXT, they're just pumping. VeChain doing things. Let's play the sound clip. Currently sitting at its highest price officially since February 21st. Broke this down sloping channel and is headed to 3.3 cents. If that ever breaks, look out, man. You're just running out of resistance up here. You might be headed to 4 cents. Yeah, VeChain definitely doing things. Who would have thought that getting listed to Coinbase was the bottom? Normally when the things get listed to Coinbase, they pump and they dump and they're done. This one was the second low. This is the lowest low. The second low, right? The first higher low you had seen in years. That's crazy. The first higher low in years. And they recaptured this low from December 30th of last year. So anyway, and then 2 cents from history was re-regarded as support before launching again. So when you're looking at all these assets, they're doing the things, right? They're doing the things you want to see. They're getting really nice checkbacks, back tests. Market participants are getting the confirmation they need, and that gives them confidence to buy more, a lot more, for way higher prices. Okay, OP is up 7% today. It's making a comeback. This is a fantastic, was and has been a fantastic harmonic framework pattern that's played out brilliantly. Is still trading above that key 220 and above if they can keep the level propped up above this long enough, your next big target may be 270, 272 candle high closes right there from March and April. I believe it. CNA, aggressive harmonic targets, the top of the harmonic. So this is only, like, if you're new, this stuff we've been, like, I go live like almost every day, and this was all identified long before these impulses up. This is standard stuff. This is by the book. And like, the longer you stay in the community, the more examples you see of the reliability of harmonic trading, and it probably has affected your trading game, or has at least strengthened your skills in making money. What's up, CPT, man? I didn't. What was I going to change it to again? Well, we can't yet because the buyers defended the level, right? They defended the ice line.
To see if you changed the emblem
it
for
was a springback
$50
test,
low.
so BNB is not dead yet because it might be headed to 300, 330 because of the new developments. Slagging on likes, whatever, man. I mean, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, dude? Don't worry, the likes come back. Guess when we break 45K. Soul. You know, just watch it, looking at it. I mean, like these subtle local signs of strength, 2 lows the same, and then a higher low. That's what File's kind of doing, but File was doing it above the level. So it's just running. It's not at like, it's near the highs, but there's just, if you're talking about overhead resistance, there's really nothing near to $100. That's like $99 to $100. You broke this level, man. It's crazy. You're in like major markup zone. Yeah, there's some supports that are potential resistance, but they're not actually real resistance. I don't know. I mean, you could maybe say $81 because there was that one time it did reverse for a very short period of time. So maybe 81, 88, and then above 81, 88 is the promised land. And we'll just mark it to be nice, you know, like to say it is there. It's been resistance once and support, even a support right here before collapsing soon after. All right, Soul going nuts, dude. 82, 100, 130 targets next if this continues. It's wild. IMX is beyond gone. And what a recovery here. As this one, you know, the target of the harmonic was achieved. Even the high to low Fibonacci extension, the 1.618, has been solidified as the short-term top. 4 different days. 4 out of 5 days was tested before pulling back. But look at this. Too much demand and already getting ready to test it again. And if you break this level, well, pretty easy to know that your next like overhead resistance is kind of like right here, 270, 285. But it's run away, and it's set up just like all these other ones that haven't really, File has not really played out yet. H-bar, Matic, Tezos, all these harmonic framework structures, they have not played out really, but a few have, like IMX. What a specimen. Freaking fantastic.
Wu-Tang!
All right. I don't think were there any more requests? I don't think so, dude. This is a slacker stream today. Everyone's got a case of the Mondays. Yeah, dude. Dead chat, man. Dead stream. Cardano had one too, but like again, it's kind of run away. All right, like Hai, keeping our eye on Hai. What a freaking amazing structure. That, you know, entry was around 2.3 cents. That means this asset has almost doubled in price since the entry of the trade setup was posted, or like when the trade setup was published. I just don't know how, like, is that not good enough? You know, I know the harder target, ANC, 4.5 to 5 cents. You're on the way, man. But again, since then, 100% increase in value. All from just identifying the harmonic and the price action that represents things more than before. Strong. Uniswap's down 2% today, but this is another one where it's like, if you're patient, I think you'll win in the end. But if you don't have the patience, you're not going to get the big move up, because they'll do it in a couple days, right? You're just going to have one of these harmonic structures like this that they'll just get this like 25-30% pump, and it'll be real, and it'll keep going in the next day, and you'll be like, oh my god, I can't believe I missed that. I'd been in that for so long, and then I sold it because it wasn't doing anything, but it was still set up for those higher prices, and you just didn't have the patience to hold it long enough because you were chasing other S coins that were pumping that day. That's how they'll get you. So eventual hard target, almost $10. That means, oh, like 80% upside, no big deal, man. But it's all there. The stage is set. Do you have the foundation of patience to withstand the complacency and the monotony of trading the daily? I don't know, man. I guess we'll find out. We can look at INJ because it's run away too. There's nothing you can really do. It's gone, man. It's like sometimes it happens like that. Yeah, it's exceeded the 1414 today, and it's on the way to the 1.618 from the high to that low. The golden mean ratio, 40 bucks. So it's like less than $4. I believe that. That seems like a psychological resistance. You're in price discovery. There's nothing here. So 40 bucks, 45, 50, 55, 60, 2, 618, 64 up there. Pff, if you're crazy. What do you like? I don't know why people want to look at these things. Like, they're just gone. 40 Traveler.
Is
I don't
Hex
know,
doing
man,
things?
but for especially that, look here, listen. Especially that. Maddox down 2%. I know, it looks like Toppy. This was the first target of the trade setup. From the entry down here, buy low, buy the type 2 return, sell high, the next resist. Okay, that's, you see why it was the first target, because must supply. There is supply here. You lower high, you're rolling over, and this could actually turn into, like, I mean, it might go all the way down to 56 cents and make it a higher low than these two lows, and it would still be a great entry there. But yeah, not performing as well as others after the run. So hopefully, you know, no bad action magnet move occurs where the sellers push the price below 72 cents. Because it seems like that's kind of like a local. If you look left, you can kind of see price how it correlated back from
Dollar
July,
Gal hashtag Galaxy coin please 0.376163314
Yeah, dude, we will look at GAL S-Coin. Thank you so much for the contribution, dude. Profit Bear, man, let's go.
You call this a dead stream? Let's raise the dead. Sending hype in the chat. Can you do some on Dollar Jesus coin? I think we're gonna break ATH. 80% total supply burn Christmas Day. It will pump before the burn and pump after burn. Much love, Ray.
Thank you, Prophet Bear, for the $100 super chat. We can look at it. That's all I can promise you, is that we'll just look at it. Thank you, dude, for supporting this 100% crowdsourced stream. In 6 years of doing this, I've never accepted a dime from any entity to push their product, ever. All right, so it looks like, oh no, it's pretty bleak here, but if they keep what if they pivot here and it's just more than before? It ends up being like Filecoin, where, oh no, it's double topping, it's gonna roll over, but it doesn't because there's too much demand. Because the structural development that was before it was just far too significant. It truly was the bottom. So you're in good shape until you fall below 54 cents, man. I'm not even kidding. You could get this and it'd still be awesome. Like that. Dang, CBT, let's freaking go, man.
CPT tipped $100.
Holy crap.
You're right, it's not dead.
It's your actually. It's the other your. Thank you. CBT coming in 150 on the day. Profit Bear at 100. Thank y'all. Holy crap. Y'all are amazing. But just understand, this could happen and no big deal. It's only, the people that, you know, it just, again, that's why you have a profit. That's why you layer out of a trade, right? Because you hit the first profit taking level. And if this pulled back, you made your money. But you're still in it and you still have faith in this harmonic structure for it to pivot, make a higher low than previous lows, and eventually go test and then break it and run to the next levels. So I don't really care. I think this looks good. I'm not sure when it's going to pivot, but I think when it does pivot, it will be higher than the October 19th lows. And then it'll run again. We raised the dead. I don't know. Did we? We got some more hype in the chat though. Okay. Was there like a? Actually, he wanted to see that. Was that next? Refresh. Oh no, it was well, that one first and then that one. But wait. Yeah, we look at Gal first because that actually generated first. Okay. Just going in order, you know. Gal. So US dollar. What time? What exchange? He didn't say. Dang it, man. Doing a wild goose chase for years now. I think Coinbase maybe. I just don't know, man. Like, it's on you to like tell me the exchange if it's some random S coin that we've never heard of before. Project Galaxy. Oh wow, sounds like SafeMoon. Dealer's choice. Coinbase should work. Well, here we are on Coinbase. All right. Well, we got our level that's undeniable at 220. Swing low, swing low, swing low. Swing high, swing high. It's so real. What's up, Viewer? Thank you for the 2 super chat, man. Well, talk about springback test. There it was. That's a formal one, right? Where you have an ice line that develops December 2022, and then you know the sellers push the price down to that level. Then they break the level. They broke it. They broke the support. Oh my God. But, you know, again, it's not about the breakdown itself. It is about the follow-through price action. And guess what? There was literally zero follow-through price action on the bearish breakdown that was confirmed with a daily candle close. So what happened? The event of the spring occurred. It is called a spring when that happens. And then if after the spring, the sellers push the price and we get a test of that ice line again, it reconfirms the validity of the old support that was broken. It's now support again, confirmed. And so that's a really powerful technical indicator. And all we can do is look at it in hindsight now because someone's requesting it now. I've never heard of this in my life. But I'm gonna try to help educate. So you look more than before, more than before, more than before. And kind of some bearish divergence. It's really hard to strategize. The closer you are to $1, the closer you are to probably the easiest area to set an entry and a stop loss. You are at 160. You're in the dead middle of a major range where there's 2 major levels, $1 and 220. So if you're in the dead middle, that's coin flip territory. That's where you even if it goes up next to 220, congratulations on pulling the lever of the slot machine and you hit. That's all you're doing. You're just gambling. You have no idea. There's no strategy involved with longing now. Even if it played out your way. Congrats. Keep buying the dead middle of trading ranges on 100 assets and you come back to me with your results. It's not going to be good, man. Playing the slot machine. When you buy low, when you buy at ice lines, when you buy technical indicators, springback tests, you are playing the market. When you're buying randomly in random areas without ice lines and back tests of those ice lines, you are just flipping coins. You're getting played by the market. You're not playing the market. Oh, dude, Elon Musk is here. Oh my God, dude, Elon Musk in the chat, bro.
Is that a joint?
It's Elemental P.
Chargers look 21 tipped $25. Already taken profit twice on coin. Some buys up 3x. With all the news/hype coin being the one facilitating, is it worth reconsidering TP3 and just holding long term? Is that the greed sneaking up on me?
I think you did.
Talking retirement account, crown,
do this.
folded hands, clinking beer mugs.
Taking profit twice on coin. You've 3 times your position. That's really good, man. I mean, doubling your position is amazing, you know, but 3 times, wow. Triple. Yeah, I think the plan, right, would be like 150 was take profit level 1. And I think there you could go 3. So I think 200-ish is the second take profit. And then the third take profits is going to be, I can't remember. I'd have to go back to the chart to look. But to me, that was always, I thought that was kind of the thing, what we all together discussed. Like 150 was first in November. And it now has hit 150. It's now like kind of breaking 150. And we know, like, if it's real, because it could be there could be a major pullback here. It's an up thrust failure to break out. But if it's real, we run to 200 next. And I thought that was like kind of like the next level. Okay, chat. Jesus chimes. Look at the 4-hour close. I mean, it could fail, but that's freaking amazing. Like, it's going to be so, like, stupid if, like, what's just happened doesn't manifest into 18-month highs. How dumb would that be? Its stage is set now for 18-month highs based on what's happened on the 4-hour and the 12-hour.
$Jesus/Weth on Uniswap has most info.
Thank you, dude. Well, we'll take a gander. All right, it's right after this. Again, I don't know what I can do here. Like, it's we can be
Anonymous
pro,
tipped
man.
$25.
We can be pro.
Can you look at
Thank
Bpro?
you,
Yes,
Anonymous,
S-Coin, I know.
Yeah, we'll look at that. Sure. So you just think what could happen here? They could push it down to test 42K because it's a zone, right? You hit the bottom of the zone. What if they tested the top of the zone? I could see that, and then it pivots off of that and then runs. But that right there is one of the best things you could ever dream of for the continuation. The buyers defending the most important level on the Bitcoin chart right now is 40,665 to 42K. My God, man. I just think that's artwork. So I think if the bullish TA is respected after something like this, 18-month highs, man. Like, I didn't feel good. Like 60-minute, it looked like distribution. It did break down from what we were witnessing. But, like, again, the next level was tested and the buyers defended it. They said, no, you're not going lower. And now we know you're not going lower. The first time, no one knows. Second time, everyone knows. So let's see what happens. It's the best thing that you could have ever dreamed of. It's like probably Merry Christmas. Okay, I guess it's Jesus coin. He said, make sure. I think it was Uniswap. Gotta confirm that. Okay, wrapped ether on Uniswap. Wrapped ether. Look at this. Look how many there are. It's like, what? Is it 8F, 1B, 19, or, you know, you tell me which one it is, dude. I'm waiting on Profit Bear to tell me which one of these he wants to look at. What about Raptor Jesus coin? What's up, Dow Jones, man? I just see, this is the tough part, you know, when people request things that are really weird, it kind of disrupts the stream. Raptor, okay, all right, just do the first one. All right, we'll do it. Poloniex, Jesus to the US dollar tether. All right, here we go. That's all I got. Well, when we did look at it, there was stupid amounts of accumulation going on, and then a bonus high or low here. Okay, inverted hammer. You broke out. You're not.
I've learned so much by watching your stream, and just showing up every day. You don't teach to buy breakouts. You teach us to buy ice lines. Thank you. As always, peace.
Thank you, Dow Jones. I teach to buy spring back tests and double spring back tests, right? The spring itself, yeah, you want to buy it at Iceland. So what's an ice line on Jesus coin here? And it just all depends where you're, you know, I think that's probably good because you got this here. So here's their next inflection point, ice line. So the closer you get to 14,000, 16,762, the closer you are to being able to strategize a re-entry. Like, again, if the price was down there, like one time they tested it and succeeded, but what if you go for a second test? If you were blessed enough to receive a second test from Jesus. Jesus loves giving second chances. What? Kappa. I mean, like, you could do it like that. You could be conservative. You could say, all right, I'm getting the second test at that ice line, and it's confirmed as support now. When it was always and only resistance, it's now support. All right, stop loss marginally somewhere below that, and then you could be so conservative to take profit at the highest daily candle close ever. from December 1st. It's that easy because look at the reward to risk. You have 4.3 to 1 reward to risk. You could do that. And then your second target would be 60,000, and that'd be an easy. I think that would be the second target. You know, like if you were, but you're not there yet, right? This is if the price can get down there, and then do the same thing, and then you got 1 and 2, the confirmation low. No one knows first time. Second time, everyone knows of it if the buyers defend it, and that's when a lot of market participants get really aggressive on the second lows. So that's what I'm saying. If this is real on Bitcoin, man, the second low, we should see a lot more aggression from the buyers than the first time, which is normally what takes you above that peak that gives you the 2 discernible valleys. Isaac, hi man, welcome to the stream, and thank you for the contribution, dude. Okay, so that's all I can say about Jesus Coin here. That's, I think, you're kind of your level, your zone. All right. Right. If your stop loss gets triggered, then the ice line support resistance was broken. So therefore, you don't have a valid argument anymore to be in this, because the downside could take you all the way to freaking like 4,300. Shoot, there's just not much. So that's it. That's how you construct an argument. Thank you, dude. Okay, that's all I can tell you. So what was the next one? Was it laser? I think it was laser or lays. I think that was the next one, man. Let me check my notes.
Dollar lays sharks with freaking laser beams.
Okay, laser beams on the sharks. Do we have a that? Yeah, that would be amazing. Bullish sharks with laser beams. That is the next one. No, B Pro. Yeah, B Pro. I mean, Element P asked me more about coin, but I've already kind of gone over that. So, okay, next one was B Pro for Anonymous. Thank you again, dude, for 25. Is the B Pro on the KuCoin? Does that matter? Yeah, it doesn't matter. He didn't say anything. It's kind of just like I mean, you know what would be amazing? I don't think I would touch B Pro unless this happened. If I got that, it'd be so easy to strategize an entry and a stop loss and massive upside targets. You give me that, I'm down. If you never get that, I don't care. I'm moving on. I'm not trading this, and I'm not longing it. I'm not touching it. I would only touch this asset if it did. So it sprung, right? The sellers broke a key level, but they were unable to do anything with it. So the buyers recaptured the level. Okay, that's called the spring. We've already gone over this. And so look, on the spring you get rallies, but they're not very long sustained most of the time. And then what happens, the market participants want to reconfirm the validity that was of the ice line from history that was broken. So like if you get the confirmation of the ice line being support again, then it's the lowest risk area. You could have a stop loss somewhere marginally below that level. And if your stop loss gets triggered, that means that the spring back test failed. They failed. And so you're going way lower. So again, I would wait for this on any asset in the world that looks like this. If you don't get it, move on with your day. Look for the ones that do. You have thousands of assets you can scan through to find that are doing this. Remember, that's you playing the market. When you have strict guidelines and you don't buy higher, like think about how, look, where you are now, it's impossible to strategize. This asset loses. If it goes down 30% in value and you went long, you are underwater or liquidated or whatever. But if you just wait and enter at the ice line and you see the pivot, and sometimes like what you really want to see at the ice line is days of them testing and defending it, and then a bullish engulfing candle, a signal candle. Thank you, dude. Thank you, Eric. Okay, so wait for the technical indicator to occur, and wait to see if they hold it, and if they do, that's the signal too long. Right now, there is no confirmation that this level is real, so they could push it down this level. They have a test and it fails, and then it just breaks down back to 43,000, whatever. It's worthless, by the way. It's 8.
Merry Christmas, Mitch. Can you break down dollar
man.
Maga / Vathon Uniswap? Trump coin. That would be huge.
100 Biden's laptop. Thank you for the 15, dude. Cheers. Thank you. We can look at it, sure. I'll do my best. That's all I can tell you. So does that make any sense? Okay, I'm not here to make projections or calls or what's coming next. Like, if there's not action to take on an asset, I'll maybe try to tell you what we need to see, what we'd like to see to be able to take action that is optimum efficiency, right? Optimum reward to risk. Lasers. Lasers. I think that was it. Yeah, LASE for Tommy. Thank you, Tommy. Laser Photonics Corporation, man. Oh boy. Oh boy, it's not really good. There's not much here, right? Let's talk when it gets above 153, 187. It's below the levels that were established in October and December of 2022. So you have like a trading range between 187 and $5. You're below them, so.
Momo, trash stock, but hear me out. Currently sprung above 2016 low, after breaking it a year ago. Also coincides with the 61.83
is we'll look at it and I'll do everything I can to
easy to strategize if
go
the
over
backtest
your
occurs.
contribution text. Thank you, dude. So on something like this, you had a bearish breakdown, and I don't think you would want to do anything until this, and then this or this. That's right. You want buyers to recapture the level and then reconfirm that the level they've recaptured is actually a support again. So it's just like the other one, but to a different level. The other one did the spring, but it has not back tested the spring. This is before the spring. There has been no spring. The buyers have not recaptured the level yet. You would want to wait for that, in my opinion. That's all I can tell you. No sharks with laser beams until they push the price back to 153. Are you talking about this, though? I think it's too perfect to say it's a shark, right? A and C, there has to be a discrepancy, a minimum 113, 113% retrace fib extension, and that's too close to perfect. But if you're talking about the 113 D point or, C point, yeah, you got yourself a 113 M shape that is informal because it does not meet the criteria A and C. Okay, again, minimum, it needs to be 113, which is a lot higher. So it's not even close, right? It's like just the rules, man. The rules of these harmonics. 113, it's like 100. But yes, the 113% retrace from the X to C and A. Yes, 113 is the reciprocal of 1.618. That's why it's just kind of a magic number too. But again, I would just, outside of that, you just want to wait for a trading range to be recaptured by the buyers. Let them do the work, and then you come in later. When you can tell the composite man's maybe accumulating some higher lows. We got nothing, man, just near all-time lows. But yeah, certainly has reacted at a 113. Okay, MAGA to wrapped ether on Uniswap. All right, we'll give it a shot. Whew. MAGA coin. All right, I guess this one. Well, hopefully it's not. This has got to be inverse correlated to Trump's polling numbers. It's kind of terrible, dude. I mean, why all the distribution? It's never made a really a higher high ever. You've fallen below that lowest candle close ever yesterday. I mean, if it's a false bearish breakdown, fine, get back above 37.20. But if not, you could be heading on down to like that. I mean, there's nothing here, man. There's nothing I can do. All right, it's just like lower highs only. Wow, it's like a decent triangle, man. That's like all I got, you know? I mean, hard to really want to give a crap about this till it's back above 4174, below the low from October 2022, December 2022. I mean, it's just, there's no composite operator accumulating this. That's all I can tell you. There is no more than before, higher lows, subtle signature of the buyer. None of that. It's the lowest low. Breaking a candle low close from September 2022. It's a loser. It just is. Until you start getting back above 4174, you're a joke. You got to break the supply line too, and it could be a massive markup. But yeah, again, none of that's happened yet. So, all right, man. Thank you. Momo for SA. He's in love with a Momo. You know, Momo's a Chinese stock, and it's a momentum. It was a momentum stock a long time ago. Wow, dude. Been a minute since I've been here. All I have since the Momo Hello Group. Like, shoot, look at the bullish bat. It was the Jesus. Oh, God, it was so nice. I look at this and immediately, I get you. Yeah, they are. They're trying. I know what you're talking about. What did you say? You said currently sprung above 2016. Look, I have it. Yeah, it's there. There's an unfilled gap. I think it's cool and all. I just like what you said, but that's it. That's literally it. I mean, yeah, there's kind of like bullish divergence, but dang, man, they're not really doing anything. I just look at this and it's like, okay, maybe I'll look at it more, but I don't know if I'd take action on it. I think they're just better assets out there and better trends and have better structural developments and arguments. This is like, what if it does this? What if it, what would probably be the lower risk would be, oh, wow, look at this. It's like a freaking bullish Gartley. Okay, well, bullish Gartley 786 is like 566, but then you go to the 886 Gartley and you got like $5. What if it does something like that, man? Like, you're just not at the lowest risk of the threshold. You could if you want to go at it, have at it, man. You want to have a stop loss somewhere marginally below 16 or 671. Go with God. Your target's $10. Or let's just say like $9.60 to $10. But then, like, what happens if it breaks that and then completes an M shape? By all means, do your thing. I think they're better ones. But yeah, they're doing the things you said, absolutely. And I'm not gonna argue. I'm not gonna say it's terrible. If you want to strategize at ice lines like this, you have all the authority and autonomy to do so. You have my blessing, but just as long as the stop loss is set up somewhere strategic, you're close enough to a level where you could. Bro, Profit Bear, you literally told me to just go to that one or whatever, and I did it, so it's kind of like, no, but I literally, you told me when I asked and waited for you, right? And you're like, just go ahead and do that one. I did it. And then I did a full analysis on it, like, I'm not going to like look at it again. Sorry. Like, that's kind of really unfair to literally everyone else. But I do appreciate the contribution, but I followed the rules. I didn't break any rules. I didn't scam you. I didn't do anything wrong. Momo is trash, though. SA understands it's trash. It is. It's trash. That was literally the last request we have right now. I've been live an hour and 21 minutes. If you're enjoying the stream, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. So, you know, new day, Neo. I tell you, it's on major breakout watch, dude. This thing, I really think, wow, that right there, we got ourselves like a partial decline. If they can break this one last level, they may not, right? It's such a powerful level that I think the consequences would be, oh, wow, it goes up 70%, whatever, once it breaks 14 bucks, 50%. I think it goes up 50% if it can actually break, if the buyers can break the level, the supply, absorb the supply that exists at 1380, which there's clearly supply there, and there's always been since 2018. If they break that, major markup, like $20, $90, $21. Above that, I mean, just probably 25, then 30, you know, like 35. But that right there, that could, you know, it could be a lower high, like an up thrust, back test of up thrust, and then same thing that we talked about Matic, where it could pull back. As long as it makes a higher low than the low from October, you're fine. But man, it's kind of powerful that they're retesting it again. So you definitely want to have your alert set up on Neo above $13.99, 14 bucks, because that's the major level, big one. What's up, Craig? I'm feeling very festive, man. My halls are super decked. Hope yours are too. Matic to Bitcoin. Oh my God, it's so terrible. It looks like garbage. To me, it looks like it's getting ready to collapse. So that indicates to me the Bitcoin dominance chart is correct. Yeah, this thing looks like it's going to crash soon. Because yes, you're the bottom of trading range. I think you're below the bottom of the trading range. Okay, I think this is kind of like Ethereum to Bitcoin, like Wyckoff distribution, and you're the last points of supply.
Matic/BTC please Mitch. Hope you're feeling festive.
These arrows are pointing to the weakness, the just relentless distribution, less than before, 200-day simple moving average up thrust, then formal bearish back test. This again to me looks like Matic's about to have a nasty, Matic to Bitcoin is about to have a nasty drawdown. You are on the cusp of collapsing. Like, this is how close, like, I think you already broke the support, the bottom of the trading range. This was a sign of weakness. This was the bottom. They recaptured it. It was a false bearish breakdown. Look what happened. It went to the top of the range again. All right, so now this time, what's just most recently happened, what was once the bottom of the trading range is now resistance. So it is confirmed. It's, you understand, like, that's, flip it, it's now confirmed. What was once support, or like resistance, is now support. And you're back testing 200-day moving average support. Get ready for much higher price. Nope. Get ready for way lower prices. This looks terrible. Okay, so mark my words, man. If what's been developing plays out, I think you're screwed. I think this thing's about to, so that just means Bitcoin's about to outperform the living crap out of Matic over the coming months, 3 months, whatever. Bitcoin will devastate Matic in performance, percentage gains. Or if Bitcoin has massive markdowns, it's going to lose way less value than Matic will. Either one, that's what this indicates. Okay, so yeah, I mean, whatever. I'm looking at the local price action. So like, hey man, we're just at this level, it might hold. Okay, but why all these very subtle signs of weakness? This is the worst. Now, if they defend it, good for them. I just don't, it doesn't look like it. It looks like you're on your last legs here after already breaking down and confirming the breakdown is real. With that last arrow right there. That was it. That's everything. Because it's not just you're testing the ice line, the bottom of the trading range as resistance. You're also rejecting the 200-day simple moving average at the same time. It's like buckle up, have your alert set up, because you'll probably hear the beep in time based on what's going on here. Okay, sorry, that sucks, dude. But again, it doesn't mean that Matic's not going to go much higher. It just means the Bitcoin's going to run circles around Matic. And that's kind of seems like what's going on with Ethereum to Bitcoin too. Matic is a, well, I don't even know like what Matic. I know Sol's a rival to Ethereum. Matic, I don't think it is. I don't know. Like, don't really care. Adam for real estate. Thank you, dude. Thank you for 20 super chat. Yeah, we'll look at Adam. Sorry, I was in the middle of analyzing Adam. It already played out, really. I mean, you're flipping coins now off the run. You know, we had some really nice chart art that played out brilliantly in the summer and spring, but now it's over. You know, they were breaking supports like crazy. I don't think you're at an actionable level. I think if the price gets back down to 850 to 885, you might have something. Right? To strategize an entry, you're always looking for historical support resistance. And then you're looking to see the local lately price action correlate to that historical level favorably.
Index Qs
Which you kind of did. Right? They broke it and then they back
BTC
tested
priced
it.
against treasuries.
It's
near 80Hs, and every time it broke out like this in previous cycles, it indicates the beginning of a parabolic rise.
Stop loss that really makes any sense.
Clear double top last
you get
run
that?
too.
Like if you use the long tool, like the risk reward tool, how do you strategize? If I go long here, do I do it like this? I mean, you would lose if you had the stop loss set up like that and it got stopped out. That means you'd lose 27% on your trade before it failed. And then an adequate target is here, 1.4 to 1. That makes no sense. So the closer you are to an ice line, the tighter the stop loss can be, and the more upside there is naturally. 10 to 1 reward or risk in this situation. So someone could have already done that. Again, there's too many charts out there to be paying attention to literally all of them. I mean, someone could have taken a long off that, look, spring, back test of spring right there. But again, it's impossible at this current price to have a good strategy set up for a swing trade. In my opinion, you know, that's the big one. 850, 885. Does that make sense, chat? Anyone, could y'all give me some feedback? Like, oh, okay, makes sense. Or no, it makes no sense. I have no idea. What the heck? You're crazy. Something. Oh, what is this? Bitcoin to the, TLT. Yeah, I think it's near all-time highs, isn't it? Good to see. It's making sense, kind of, right? Yeah, there was hidden bullish divergence on the back test. Sure, yeah. All right, let's look here. Bitcoin to the US dollar. What's wrong with Bitcoin just to TLT? He wants Bitcoin to the US dollar to the TLT, which I don't know how different that is. Stuart, thank you, Ann. Yeah, all time. Yeah, there you go. Yep, here it is. Got our inflection zone clear as day. They tried, and there was certainly supply there at 470. There's bearish divergence. But so far, the bearish divergence has manifested really into nothing. The highest low possibly of the entire run. So what we could do, try to see if we can get log scale and do the channel we had. Because it actually worked pretty well. I don't know how well it'll work here. Oh, it's beautiful. So forget all the data before the lowest low, right? That's the anchoring with these channels. You're going for like, okay, we know now in hindsight the lowest low, where the bottom was. Okay, so we're anchoring from there. Nowhere else before it. Forget all the data before it doesn't mean crap with these channels. Okay, so like 1 and 2 like we did. and then the highest high from those lowest lows, which was up here. Okay. And then you can see that there was some heartline tests a couple times. And then I like to see that way later down the road in September, you saw a back test here. It lines up pretty well. And now, like, you know, the way it's anchored here, you can see you're near the overbought threshold of the channel, right? The top of these parallel channels, equidistant channels, overbought in uptrends. And then at the bottom is oversold, the value down there, fair value. Now, if you flip the chart and you're looking at these channels, the top of the channel would be considered overbought. And if you're in a downtrend, the bottom of the channel would be considered oversold. So what a trend. I mean, risk management standpoint, it's hard because you're just ran up so much and you're at resistance, just below resistance. So yeah, bearish divergence, but it hasn't really had any follow through yet. But that's it. Okay. I don't know. The song sounds weird, dude. Stream's pretty much over, though. All right, I mean... So again, we constantly, every asset I look at, we're looking at local price action correlating to historical levels if we're blessed enough to have them. Okay? And FIL seems like it's just done the thing. It's just formally in the past 24 hours regarded the level of levels from history that cannot be argued with or denied because there's so many tests on the bottom side and the top side. It's now formally a support again. So that's a technical spring back test. The first one, forget November 12th through the 16th. Forget the breakout December 7th through the 11th because they weren't now again, you could just fail here, okay? But like they're
Thoughts on
attempting
adding
to
winners
spring
and how
back
best
test.
to and
So
when
that's
not
a
to.
powerful indicator. Well, you know, G-Dog, if you're one to like dollar cost average into something like Coin, because this is a great example. You know, first off, you want to have like the daily, the weekly, they're powerful structures at bottoms. Okay, you want to have discernible patterns, accumulation patterns, composite operators, signature on weekly, daily time scales at bottoms. Okay, because that means like you have the absolute maximum upside for Fibonacci retraces. Okay. Highest upside potential. So when an asset, well, this will eventually have a pullback, right? You'll probably get something similar to what we saw. This one had a 61% retrace. This one will probably have 50%, 61% retrace at some point. And so what you're looking for is eventually at those fib nodes, you're looking for hidden bullish divergence. You're looking for formal bullish back tests of key levels. I think this is on the daily, on the weekly. Right, so you know, if like say, all right, it was an up thrust and it failed, whatever. Okay, then something like this happens, and then all of a sudden, you know, on the oscillator, right, you have hidden bullish divergence that develops on the highest low. You're in an uptrend. You've identified bullish indicators in a bullish trend. Therefore, it could be very, very much reliable. And if it's reliable, it could outperform very well. And you're strategizing it with an old resistance flips to support. Things like that. I mean, that's the way. And then if you were lucky, how about this? Confirmation lows. With at that point, probably the oscillator would set up to where you end up making classic bullish divergence. Class B bullish divergence, stuff like that. I mean, I don't know really if that helps, but that's like kind of the way. You're in an uptrend, it's established, it's coming off the lowest lows, so you know it's, you know, way off. It's not even come close to a 382 or a 618 from its all-time high to its lowest low. You just know like it could be in a 12-18 month cycle, because it just was in an 18-month bear trend or whatever. So that's how it's. Those are the ones it starts with, and then again, more than before, higher lows, and then you're just eventually looking for bullish back test of key levels, and then just the bullish patterns and the bullish trends to redevelop, and that takes months sometimes. I don't know. It maybe didn't help because. Does that help, G-Dog, or anyone? I don't know, man. Like, I don't get feedback on streams, like, for the things I do on stream then in live. Normally, I'm just getting, you do great, man, like, after the stream ends, or, like, in a TTS, like, a week later. You know, I'm not getting, like, active live feedback on what I just did.
I love you.
Thank you, Patrick. Okay, if the TA is respected, chat. 18-month highs imminent on Bitcoin. If the TA is disrespected, what we're witnessing is not real. Yeah, false occurrences occur on charts, whatever. But this is probably the most powerful thing we could ever dream of at 40,665. They've confirmed it as support. And the last time they did that, October 2021, we went to 69K. So the same thing that happened then is happening right now. So I don't know how you can't be optimistic, at least, that, wow, and the trend's bullish, very bullish trend. US dollar purchasing powers absolutely collapsing, all fiat for every country, actually. So you got that. There's the lack of fear on the markets is pretty good, too. Trending, higher highs, higher lows, nice little pullback. I think you're in good shape for upside here, man, on Bitcoin. Even if it fails. The elements are there. The variables that we covet now exists. Thank you, Composite Man. All right, what a stream, man. What a stream. The party is not over. The buyers have defended the level. It's kind of choppy, but if they keep buying, then you will develop hidden bullish divergence. It's already kind of in the works if this continues. But, you know, to have matured hidden bullish divergence, you want the histogram wicks to be as close to neutral as possible. Like, it's not mature because the negative Momo could just start building on today or the next day. It's too sketch right now, too early in its development to say it is there. But when you start getting that, you get closer to neutral, then you could say hidden bullish divergence is developing on the daily. Just need more up. Sideways and up. That, man, just never forget. The only time in history this level has ever been really, really regarded as support. Right here. And they did the same thing. They scary, 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 scary. Oh my God, we're gonna. That's like what same type of stuff that's happened here. And 69K after. So. Oh my God, we're gonna break. And they just hold it. They just it's confirmed bottom. It's crazy. We got some madmen, composite operators on the Bitcoin right now. It's beautiful. So thanks so much for coming out, everyone. Thanks for the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. You think of confirmation lows, man. Oh wow, Gita, I wish I could do something. Just make a new YouTube account, dude. Do that. And I'll mod you too when you do that. So. And it never happened again. So we're in good shape, man. We are in great shape. The bottom's confirmed. And if the TA is respected, moon soon. TA is not always respected, though. So don't, like, well, you know, get it. It's a game of probabilities. Confirmation low at a nice line is freaking amazing. Increases your probability outcome for up next, not down. So I guess I'll see you in 24 hours or less. Hopefully less than 24 hours because this is so real it plays out instantly. But I'll be back. Till next time. Respect the TA.
those turd nuggets.